Hello, blood sugar champions. I decided to conduct an experiment to find out which fruits are the best for people with diabetes. Over the past 20 days, I bought 20 of the most popular fruits, ate each one, and tested my blood sugar 1 hour after eating to observe how much it spiked. But that's not all. I also looked at the carb content, fiber, and glycemic index, GI, of each fruit to see if there was a link between these factors and how my blood sugar reacted. After analyzing all the data, I think I've found the winner, and it's right here in this bowl. Let me clarify, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. I'm just someone who has lived with diabetes for 35 years and has personal experience managing this condition. So here's how I broke it down. I divided the 20 fruits into 3 categories: green, yellow, and red. The green bucket contains blood sugar-friendly fruits that cause only a mild spike. The yellow bucket holds fruits that cause a moderate blood sugar spike, and the red bucket includes fruits that can cause a steep blood sugar spike. Let's start with bananas, one of the most popular fruits. Bananas are a good source of vitamin B6 and potassium, but they tend to cause a significant blood sugar spike. A typical banana contains around 23 grams of carbs per 100 grams, and after deducting 3 grams of fiber, we get 20 net carbs, which is quite high. Bananas also have a glycemic index of 51, which is not terrible, but combined with the high carb content, they can cause a substantial blood sugar spike. After testing my blood sugar, I put bananas in the red bucket. I'm not saying you should avoid bananas altogether, but if you want to enjoy them, I recommend smaller portions. Half a banana is perfectly fine, but eating 3 bananas at once could cause a spike. If you're insulin dependent, it's important to monitor how much insulin you need and when to take it after eating bananas. Next, let's talk about apples. Apples are rich in vitamin C and important minerals, and they are lower in carbs than bananas. An average apple has 14 grams of carbs per 100 grams, with 12 net carbs after subtracting 2 grams of fiber. This is not too bad. But for me, fruits with less than 10 net carbs per 100 grams are ideal, and fruits with 10 to 15 net carbs are okay. Apples fall into this category. They also have a glycemic index of 39, which is within my sweet spot. Below 40 is ideal, but after testing my blood sugar, I still noticed a moderate spike. So, I placed apples in the yellow bucket. I can enjoy one medium-sized apple without an issue, but I still need to pay attention to my insulin dose and timing to keep my blood sugar under control. Now, let's look at grapes. Grapes are loaded with antioxidants and are delicious, but they can also cause a significant blood sugar spike. Grapes have around 18 grams of carbs per 100 grams, with 1 gram of fiber, giving us 17 net carbs. Their glycemic index is 59, which is quite high. The GI can vary depending on the ripeness and source of the grapes, but based on my testing, grapes caused a sharp spike in my blood sugar within 40 minutes, so I put them in the red bucket. Moving on to strawberries. Strawberries are sweet and hydrating, with about 8 grams of carbs per 100 grams. After subtracting 2 grams of fiber, they come to just 6 net carbs, which is great. Their glycemic index is 39, which is at the top of my ideal range. When I tested my blood sugar after eating strawberries, I saw a mild spike, but nothing too dramatic. Therefore, strawberries go into the green bucket, and I can enjoy them without worrying too much about portion size. I just need to adjust my insulin accordingly. Oranges are another popular fruit, packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. An average orange contains about 12 grams of carbs per 100 grams, with 10 net carbs after subtracting 2 grams of fiber. The glycemic index of oranges is 45, which is slightly above my preferred range of below 40, but still within the recommended range of under 55. After eating an orange, I noticed a moderate blood sugar spike, so I placed oranges in the yellow bucket, right alongside apples. One whole orange is fine for me, but I need to be mindful of my insulin dose. Also, be careful with orange juice, it's stripped of the fiber, which raises the GI and leads to a quicker and higher blood sugar spike. Here's a rewritten version of the content you provided, with a smooth flow in American English. When it comes to managing blood sugar, portion control is key, especially with fruits that are high in natural sugars like watermelon. While watermelon is delicious and hydrating, it's essential not to overconsume it. One way to enjoy watermelon without spiking your blood sugar too much is by having it as a dessert after a meal, where the fiber and healthy fats in your meal can help slow down the sugar absorption. Interestingly, while we haven't covered many blood sugar-friendly options in the most popular fruits so far, it gets more interesting as we dive deeper into the list. The next fruit, avocado, is a game changer. This creamy, buttery fruit is packed with healthy fats, fiber, and essential vitamins. Though avocados have about 12 carbs per 100 grams, they also provide an impressive 10 grams of fiber, which brings the net carbs to just 2 grams per 100 grams. On top of that, avocados have a glycemic index, GI, of 15, which is incredibly low and makes them a perfect addition to any diet aimed at stabilizing blood sugar. Even after eating a couple of avocados at once, I saw no significant blood sugar spikes. I could indulge in them without worrying about insulin. However, it's important to remember that avocados are calorie-dense, with one medium-sized avocado containing around 240 calories, mostly from healthy fats. If you're trying to lose weight, you may want to monitor your portions. Blueberries are next on the list. These small, antioxidant-packed fruits are often considered a healthy choice, but when I tested them, I noticed that blueberries can cause a moderate blood sugar spike. With 14 carbs per 100 grams and 2 grams of fiber, they contain 12 net carbs. Their GI of 53 is moderate, but not ideal for maintaining low and stable blood sugar. While I can have a cup of blueberries without much concern, I need to take insulin and pre-bolus about 15 to 20 minutes before eating them. So, blueberries go in the yellow bucket. Moderate caution is needed, but they're still an option for many. Raspberries, on the other hand, are an excellent choice for anyone with blood sugar concerns. With only 5 net carbs per 100 grams, thanks to 5 grams of fiber, raspberries are a low-carb fruit. They also have a very low GI of 28. I saw minimal impact on my blood sugar after eating raspberries, making them a blood sugar-friendly fruit that you can enjoy without worry. Just avoid making raspberry jams or sauces, as cooking the fruit can break down fiber and increase the sugar content, leading to a higher GI and faster blood sugar spikes. Peaches are another popular fruit that I tested, and although they're sweet and juicy, they don't have the best blood sugar profile. With 15 carbs per 100 grams and 2 grams of fiber, peaches have 13 net carbs and a GI of 42. I did see a noticeable spike in my blood sugar after eating peaches, but it wasn't as steep as with watermelon or cantaloupe, so I placed peaches in the yellow bucket. They're manageable with portion control, and they're better than some other fruits like blueberries. Speaking of cantaloupe, or orange melon, as I like to call it, it has about 7 net carbs per 100 grams, which is low. However, its high GI of 65 led to a significant blood sugar spike after eating it, especially when I had a larger serving. I tested cantaloupe multiple times, and the blood sugar rise was quick and noticeable. Therefore, it falls into the red bucket, best enjoyed in small portions with careful insulin management. Mandarins are similar to oranges but are a bit easier to peel and often sweeter. They have 12 net carbs per 100 grams and a GI of 47, which is moderate. I noticed a gradual blood sugar increase after eating mandarins, which puts them in the yellow bucket, like oranges. They're not too bad, but they do require careful portion control. Now, let's talk about pineapple, which is delicious but has a high glycemic index, 59. Although pineapple has 13 carbs per 100 grams and 1 gram of fiber, it caused a rapid blood sugar spike in my tests. So, pineapple falls into the red bucket. While tasty, it's best enjoyed in moderation with proper insulin dosing. Plums are next. With only 10 net carbs per 100 grams and a low GI of 39, plums did well in my blood sugar tests. I saw only a mild, gradual rise in blood sugar after eating plums, so I placed them in the green bucket. They're a good choice for blood sugar control, and you can enjoy them without worrying too much. Cherries come in two types, sweet and sour. Sweet cherries have 15 net carbs per 100 grams and a GI of 62, which is quite high. They caused a steep blood sugar spike for me, so sweet cherries go into the red bucket. On the other hand, sour cherries have just 10 net carbs and a low GI of 22, leading to only a mild increase in blood sugar. Sour cherries are in the green bucket, enjoy them freely. Blackberries are another great fruit, with just 5 net carbs per 100 grams and a GI of 25. After testing them, I saw little impact on my blood sugar, so blackberries easily fall into the green bucket. They're packed with nutrients and perfect for those managing blood sugar. Pears have a similar carb content to apples, with 12 net carbs per 100 grams and a GI of 38, which is within my sweet spot. However, I still saw a noticeable blood sugar increase after eating pears, so they go in the yellow bucket. A single medium pear is fine for me, but I wouldn't go overboard with multiple pears. Kiwi is another fruit to consider. It has about 11 net carbs per 100 grams and a GI of 53, which is a bit higher than I'd prefer. Although it caused a moderate spike in my blood sugar, it wasn't too severe, so I placed kiwi in the yellow bucket. If you love kiwi, you can enjoy it in moderation with proper insulin management. Grapefruit is an excellent blood sugar-friendly fruit, with just 9 net carbs and a low GI of 25. It had only a mild impact on my blood sugar, making it a great option for anyone with diabetes. However, if you're on medication, be cautious, as grapefruit can interact with certain drugs. Lastly, mangoes, though delicious, have 13 net carbs per 100 grams and a GI of 55, which is on the higher end. Mangoes caused a rapid blood sugar spike in my tests, so they fall into the red bucket. But if you love mangoes, you can still enjoy them with careful insulin dosing and pre-bolusing. To wrap up, 2 bonus fruits not in the top 20 are apricots and guava. Apricots have just 7 net carbs and a GI of 34, making them an excellent choice. Guava has 9 net carbs and a GI of 25, which also makes it a blood sugar-friendly option. Both of these fruits are fantastic for managing blood sugar. When it comes to the best fruit for diabetes, it really depends on personal preference. For me, avocado stands out as the top choice, but any fruit from the green bucket can be considered the best for you as long as it fits your taste and blood sugar needs.